and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Tuesday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
What are you up to? I thought I was doing that.
Well, that's one way to say thank you, Dad.
I said I'd fix the new gate latch this evening.
You also said it were urgent, so, seeing as I had 5 minutes, there we go. That's much better, ain't it? We've got to keep the turkey poult safe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, William. It's been a bit of a day.
Oh, that's not too stiff, though.
No, it looks fine.
Well, you usually have a right laugh up the market.
Yeah, not today. Dirty looks, lots of whispering. Some folk walked the other way as soon as they seen me.
Well, don't take long to spread. Bit of juicy gossip.
Any road, your mum's staying in Norfolk for now.
Well, Auntie Rosie no better?
She's still rickety on her feet. And the carers have started today, but they didn't come when they were supposed to, your mum says.
Poor Auntie Rosie.
It's no good here, neither. Oliver's gone shopping because we're running out of stuff.
Mum's only been gone a day.
Yeah, but we never had time to stock up. I thought you were helping Edward in the rewilding today.
Nah, it's specialist stuff managing the rides and glades. Anyway, I were doing deliveries all afternoon.
Managed not to bump into Adam, did you?
No sign of him, luckily. Right. That looks better, don't you reckon?
Yeah, done a good job there. Right, I'm gasping for a cuppa.
Listen, Dad, before you go.
Yeah?
If the worst come to the worst, and I end up inside...
Which you won't.
But if I did...
You won't?
Dad, I need to know Poppy will be okay.
You what?
I need to know you and Mum would look after Poppy.
I keep telling you, it won't come to that.
Look, Bev says she'll help out, but I'd rather Poppy stayed at Grange Farm.
William, son.
So, is that okay with you?
Of course it is. You don't even need to ask.
But I do, don't I? It's a big thing. Massive.
Nothing's too big for family. Not in my book.
No. Well, good. Thanks.
Obviously, not everyone thinks like us.
How do you mean?
Oh, take Susan and Neil. What in God's name did they think they were doing, making Emma phone the coppers on our George? I can't get my head round it. It's the last thing you do to family, grassing up their own grandson.
Dad, it weren't like that. We talked about this. But you stick the kettle on and I'll join you when I've finished up here.
Yeah, okay. But you ain't going to change what I think. No chance.
You sure about this?
No.
Well, at least have something to eat before you go.
I'll have my tea after.
Well, I'm going to pop over, see Dad in a bit, see if he needs anything.
Yeah, good idea. It's really nice of Tom to do this, you know.
Is it?
Well, Fallon wouldn't have agreed to see me otherwise.
Well, you don't know that.
I went round last week, remember?
Well, I don't reckon she'd be deliberately awkward.
No, she's just angry and upset, and I get that.
Well, she's entitled to say how she feels.
Yeah, of course she is, Ed. That's why I'm going. And she'll be knackered, because it sounds like they're really understaffed.
Well, maybe you should ask for a pay rise then.
What? Oh, don't be stupid.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen to our work.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't run it on my own, can I? This is exactly why I weren't sure about starting it.
Ed, we're doing amazing.
Yeah, we were.
Even if we have to cut back for a while, we can get it going again.
Yeah, that's if we want to.
Why on earth wouldn't we?
But with both of us in it, you don't think that leaves us open to disaster when stuff like this happens?
No, I don't. And this is definitely a one-off. Ed, loads of people run family businesses and do really well. Anyway, working in the tea room was only ever a means to an end. It's Fallon's business.
And it was her business.
Yeah, That's how precarious everything is. That's why we need our tree surgery to work. And it will. Plus, we love working together, don't we? Really? Fine. I'll see you later then.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, Eddie, I'm glad I caught you.
Hey? Oh,
How's things with Clary's sister?
you'll have to ask her.
Oh, okay. I'll give her a ring later then. Now, the other thing is, I was talking to Neil and we think it might be best to do some planning.
For what?
I know it might not happen, hopefully not, but if it did, how we'd manage.
If what happened?
Our Emma and your Will being in trouble with the police.
Oh, right. Because they didn't grass on George quick enough, you mean?
What? It wasn't grassy.
You've got to explain it to me, Susan, because I'm confused. Why would you want our George to suffer like this?
I don't.
He's never rat on his mum and dad. The lad's no grass. Not like you lot. So why tell Emma to make that call when she didn't need to?
Alice was having a terrible time, you know she was.
She's done rehab again, ain't she? And good job, because it was her boozing that caused the crash in the first place.
Eddie.
George was only trying to help her. But what does he get for that?
It was a difficult situation for him.
He jumped in the river and saved folk from drowning. So why does he have to go to court? He's 19 years old. He's terrified.
I know he is.
He's family, Susan. Why the blazes would you make that call?
It's about doing the right thing, Eddie.
How is it right for our George?
I really don't think it's that...
Come on, I want to know. Is it right for our grandson to get sent down? Answer me.
I'm sorry, Eddie. But yes.
She's definitely coming, Tom.
Oh, yeah, she said she was.
Right.
Your cappuccino.
What's
And 2 flat whites. Ah, here she is.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries, Fallon. Good to see you.
Emma?
Hi.
Come sit down.
Sure, yeah. Oh, thanks for the coffee, Tom.
All right. So, this is, it just feels really positive having you both here, so thanks for coming.
Of course.
Okay, how should we do this? Would you like to kick us off, Emma?
Me?
If that's okay.
Well, I'd prefer not to start, because, I already said everything in my messages.
To Fallon?
Nothing can change the fact that I betrayed my best friend, so she's got every right to hate me.
Uh-huh. Fallon?
I'm angry. Yeah. That's no surprise.
No.
But, well, I know Emma's very sorry about how it's affected everyone.
I couldn't feel any worse, especially because it's ended up hurting Fallon. She's already gone through so much with what my son, what he did that night. She nearly died.
And what he did to my other best friend.
Alice.
He was really struggling, I know.
And still is. And so is Martha and Chris.
Yeah, of course. It's awful.
So, how can we move things forward?
In what way?
In terms of the work situation, because you've been amazing colleagues and your fabulous ideas have helped make the tea room the successful place it is today.
That's all down to Fallon.
It's both of us.
I completely agree. You're a great team. But the staffing situation is impossible now. So how can we come up with a solution?
I thought you had some ideas.
Yeah, that's what you said, Tom.
Well, yes, but my idea was that you two might, come up with something together.
How would we do that?
You thought that us having a coffee would solve it?
No, but I'm hoping you'll maybe start to see each other's point of view.
Me and Emma have been mates for years, Tom. Close mates.
Yeah, and we already know each other's point of view.
And that doesn't change the facts.
Unfortunately not.
But is there a way to respect those different opinions while we're in the workplace?
Well, my opinion is that there's nothing Emma would do differently in the same situation.
No.
And there you have it.
You think I'm stupid? Is that it?
What?
Your Emma didn't want to call the coppers.
not at first. Of course she didn't.
You made her.
No, because once we talked
Once you pointed out she could lessen her sentence, you mean?
Sorry?
OK, she didn't snitch on him instantly, but she did in the end. Which makes it just that little bit better for her in the eyes of the law.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, don't make me laugh.
She had to think about Kira.
Oh, did she?
Look, Eddie, my kids were left motherless when I went inside. They were traumatised, you ask them. No one wants that happening again.
No, I bet you don't.
Of course we don't. Why would we?
Then what about our William?
Pardon?
Yeah, does he get a lesser sentence and all?
I don't know.
No, because you don't care. You made that call without him. So what about Poppy? Don't it matter if she gets traumatised when her dad gets banged up in jail?
That's why I'm here, so we can do some planning.
What's all the shouting about?
You don't think our Poppy's been through enough already?
Dad, calm down.
I'm asking Susan why she grassed on our George.
I came over to talk about making arrangements in case, you know.
But you caused it.
The folk can hear you two rowing a mile off.
Let's all go inside, eh?
Go, I ain't talking to no grass. And you can say the same to Neil.
Dad, stop.
Look, this ain't helping.
It's really not that simple, Eddie.
Oh, I'm simple, am I?
She didn't mean that.
Why not come on inside?
Yeah, I didn't want to see her any road.
Yeah, let's have that cuppa, eh?
I'm so sorry, Susan. Are you okay?
Not really.
Oh, you're shaking.
I shouldn't have come.
He's just upset.
Yeah, we're all upset, Ed. But your dad's upset for the wrong reasons.
I'm sure if we try, we can find a way through.
This whole thing has caused me and Harrison so much pain, I can't tell you.
It must have been awful, Fallon.
It's put this horrible strain on our marriage.
Me and Ed aren't great neither. George begged me not to tell him, so...
Right.
I'm not sure he'll ever trust me again. But I mean, I realise that everything I'm feeling is down to the choices I made.
Whereas I didn't choose any of this.
No, you didn't.
But, I mean, you must have known that George would never go to the police. You've complained for literally years about how he doesn't take responsibility.
He's my son. I couldn't give up hope on him.
OK. Well, should we focus on how we can arrange things with both of you working here?
Huh?
What would that look like, do we think?
Wouldn't look like anything, Tom. Fallon shouldn't have to pretend to customers she's happy working with me. I'd never expect her to do that.
So, what's the way forward?
We're both exhausted with this.
Yeah. So the best solution is I quit.
What? That's definitely not a solution.
I am so sorry, Fallon. You know that.
I do.
Bye, Tom.
Hang on, can we just take a minute?
I'm sorry.
Emma.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
So what do you do? I do the spot effects on the archers. Any
Are you what we call Foley then?
Kind of, yep.
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production?
Yep, that's the bull bar. That's
this one?
Yep, that's...
I mean, Hayley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now.
No.
I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community, whatever